Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On second down, it's Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Going the other way. Watch the safety crew. Man, 80.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, Charlie.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On first down, it's Darnold. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Double time. 4 down.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hey, Team 6. Ricky. Hey, alert 48. Hey, we're going to make the 48 right now. Let's go. Watch QB draw.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Wassor. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Switch.
Now Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. Brown with his stick skills. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd and a couple. Jackson, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. Dancing. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Switch. Check your hot read.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On 2nd and 10, Darnold, he's going to float this one deep right side. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards. Shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Oh, design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson And he finds a man with a crossing route. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Jackson to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Jackson throwing again. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
And Jackson throwing once more. Escaping the pressure right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So another good job defensively, because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all, because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang at Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run it with Bell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
You can't stop me.
Faking the give, Darnold. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Third and long, it's Darnold. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Off of play action, Darnold got his man, Robbie Anderson. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Play action. It's Darnold. He's got this one complete to Perriman. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Watch the run. They're running. Lady. Young lady. 48.
To the air again, Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. This is Bell. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Back to throw, Darnold. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. Darnold now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Bell. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Point after, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Bell running on first down as he'll push forward for about 3. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
Motion, bump. Hey, Haywood.
They'll go again with Bell. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down. And his kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. To throw is Jackson. And that's complete to Adams. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check 53. Here we go.
On third down, here's Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4.
Wide motion. Hatch it. Here we go.
Again, it's Bell. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Darnold from the gun. And he finds McLaurin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Banjo.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one, paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. To throw is Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
On 2nd and 15 now. Darnold.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, high 7. Check 48's the mic. Check 80. You can't. Ready? You can't block me. Slam, slam, slam.
Here's Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So the previous play a big help as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
Hey, switch gears.
From the gun, Jackson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards. Jackson from the shotgun. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. He'll pitch it back. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check, 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 check. Check. Check out.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devon. Adams. His 5th touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Here's Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now Sanders. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jair Alexander in from the corner to make the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
A screen to Bell. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Cut his left. Cut his left. 3 down.
One last throw now for Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one has gone as time has run out on this ball game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it, and let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter, but a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there, but in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for the Ravens, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.